How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we work together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about what it feels like to create positive growth. If you are someone that wants to change the situation you're in, we're going to talk about what that feels like and how you can maintain the positive steps that you are taking to create the life that you desire. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And then once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Well, we're going to do another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It can have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And then once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you, and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So as we start this week, I really want to reflect on the messages that we've had in the previous week. There was a lot of conversation about growth, about vision, about creating the version of you that you can absolutely be. And I share this because this is the path that I'm on. I have not achieved my higher self. I am just on this journey that hopefully you are on as well. But as I start building this vision in my mind and start taking the actions to make it a reality, I'm noticing some things that are very important to pay attention to. You see, as you start creating this vision, as you start believing it as your reality more and more, your current state will start to become uncomfortable. And I think that there's something that we really have to pay attention to. You see, the energy that you're in matters. If you are working hard for something, but you're in a negative mindset, you are taking that negative energy into what it is that you're creating. This is where perspective is so powerful and gratitude is so valuable. You see, as I'm working on to create this vision, we're going to use part of my vision. And of course, there's so much to this. I want to create brick and mortar locations that people can go to exercise, to heal, to really charge themselves up throughout the week, throughout the day, just a place that people can go. That's where my vision is leading me. And with that, I know that I'm going to have to receive a lot of money to create these things because the vision is big. The plan is big. I am no longer thinking small, and I hope you are doing the same. But as I'm building this within my mind, as this vision is becoming more and more reality, you start to taste it. You start to feel like it's just around the corner. But as that starts happening, you start looking at your current situation, and negative energy might start to show itself. You might start getting frustrated that it hasn't happened yet. You might start feeling discontent with the things that you have that you should have gratitude for. And I'm noticing this, and I'm realizing that we have to practice perspective as we're going on the journey. We still need to be in gratitude and thankfulness for our current situation, because what you're building needs the foundation that you're coming from. It needs the experiences that you're coming from, whether it's pain, whether it's hurt, whether it's trauma or good things, you are expanding into a certain energy, and the way you do it is based on what your past has been. So as you start changing, as you start building the thoughts, the vision, the version of you that you're trying to create, be patient with your current state. Show love to your current state. So many people do this in health and wellness. When you want to lose weight, you start setting the vision for the body that you're going to achieve, you start exercising, you start eating better, you start getting really upset with how you look. You start poking at your body and noticing the things that you want to change every single moment because you're uncomfortable with them. And although you can use that for motivation of what you want to change, you don't want to create negative energy, because you have to love where you are so that you can love where you're going. Love frequency is what we need to be in. So even the things that we want to change, we have to have love for. Because when we create the new thing, our appreciation of the new thing is based on what we didn't have before. So if you love something because you didn't have it before and you're so happy to have it, you have to love the situation that you're coming from. Doing this keeps you in control of the energy that you want to experience this life in. This is a journey. This is an experience. And yes, we can use the law of attraction. We can manifest. We can work hard. We can create certain things and create a path that we want to go on. But this world will always be giving lessons. And there will be things outside of our control that will happen that will cause us to struggle, that will cause us to reflect, that will cause us to take steps back. And we can't just be happy when things go our way. We can't just be in love frequency when things are working out the way we desire. We have to be it despite what is going on externally. So it seems like there's more lessons than just the projection of who you want to be, just the creating and manifesting the version of you that you want to be. It's the maintaining love in your current state. I am feeling this more than ever, so I wanted to share it with you because I have a great situation. I have this podcast that I love. I have a career that I love. I have clients that I get to work with that I love. Like, things are so good. And so I started noticing myself getting frustrated with certain things because it's not where I want to go. And so I'm wanting to change. I want to speed it up. And it is good to have that energy, but you cannot go negative. You cannot start feeling bad or angry or upset or agitated with your current situation because that lowers the frequency you're in. And you don't want to create your future coming from a place of that. You want to be powerful. You want to be right within. That's the ultimate path. Do not let the external take you away from the ultimate goal. And that's internal control. Yes, we are going to create on this planet. Yes, we can do amazing things on this planet. Yes, you are going to expand on this planet. But none of it is as valuable as your internal state. Being right within is still the number one priority. So don't let the future vision that you have, the goals, the things that you desire take away from your current state. Don't allow seeing more make you feel that you have less now. Cannot do that. Don't do it for yourself, and don't let others do that as well. Show appreciation for their current state. When you see them and you know what they'll become, love them just as much now as you will when they grow and become more valuable to the world or yourself. That's what we have to do. This journey is an external one and an internal one. So let's be the frequency that we desire and create the experience that we desire. Keep it in that pattern. Be first, experience second. That keeps your perspective right. That keeps your heart right. That keeps your energy right within. And remember, what is within, we do expand into the world. The energy within us is what we give to the world. We cannot stop it. You might think you can hide it when you have negative energy. You might think you can push it down when you have this energy that's building up within you, but you cannot. People feel it. The world feels it. The law of attraction does not miss. It's always working. It doesn't just work when you're thinking about it. It doesn't just work when you're trying to get something out of it. It's always working. So it's time to reflect. Have you been negative in the current situation that is difficult? Have you been angry at your current situation that isn't what you desire? Forgive yourself. It's okay. We are learning. I am learning. I felt this energy so much in the past week and I didn't even realize it. I was getting so excited about the future of what I'm going to create. This vision, like imagining myself having access to money, having access to these facilities that I'm going to build, having access to the joy, the excitement of seeing people in them, of interacting with employees, like creating this vision. Like I'm loving that. But then when I'm not in that vision, I start looking around at my current state and I realize it's not it. I started feeling the lack. I started feeling the agitation. I started getting disappointed that it wasn't happening now. It's okay to not be perfect at every moment. It's okay to drop into energies that you don't desire. That's why we reflect. You reflect, you forgive yourself for it, and then you shift back to what you desire. The more you do it, the better you'll become at it. The better you become at maintaining a constant internal state that you desire, the faster you'll attract the external state that you desire. So let's work hard. Let's keep our vision and our energy high and be the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode gave you some perspective, and if you need that shift, hopefully it provided that for you. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link in the description. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you want to join the Positive Mindset Facebook community, there's a link for that as well. It's a group that's come together. It's kind of the first stage of what I want to create, and I'm doing a lot of learning in that. So I appreciate all the people that are sharing ideas and being on the lives and just all the stuff that we're doing there. I absolutely appreciate it so much. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.